Hello guys! So today I would like to talk about something that I talked before, and actually it's about selling your game or going with a publisher. So I wanted to talk about something that happened to me in the end of this spring. So as you know, I've created two games, Element and Endurance, two mobile games that have been successful on mobile phones. And what happened actually, I was watching a video. I'm actually subscribed to one guy. He's from Russia, and I was watching one of his videos, and he was kind of in the similar situation that I have, and I guess many of us actually getting into the same kind of scenario, where he had a game that actually was getting him pretty decent amount of revenue, and at some point the revenue started to get lower and lower every month, and he was putting his time and money into it, trying to increase the revenue, but nothing was working, and the revenue dropped from $10,000 per month to around, I think it was around two or $1,500 per month within a year, even maybe less. So he was still spending time on it, and he couldn't focus on the new games that he was working on. And he has a small team that was working on the game, but still the game was eating so much time. So what he decided to do, he decided that maybe it's a good idea actually to sell the game. Sell the game to some people who are interested in it. So he actually sold it. He sold it for $40,000, as I recall. So he did that. And it kind of, from one side, I was thinking, yeah, it's kind of sad because this is the game that I've been working for such a long time, and my name is already connected to this game, my kind of brand, and it's very sad to sell it. But on the other side, I kind of figured that I would spend so much time and so much money, I guess, in order to promote it again, in order to add some additional stuff, and it probably won't work because I work in solo, and it's gonna be so hard, and I really want to focus on my new games. So I think that idea kind of stuck in my head. So what I decided to do, I decided to go with the same approach. I decided to sell my game, and you know what happened? Actually, I got offered between $40,000 and $50,000 for my game, for Endurance, and I actually was considering to sell it. I decided to calculate how much time my game will spend in order to get those at least $40,000. And so now more or less Endurance gets around $1,000 per month, maybe a bit more, but still, so I figured that it would take me around 37 months in order to get the same amount of money, which basically more than 3 years. And I thought that maybe it's actually a good idea to sell my game, and then I can spend those money just to create new games that I'm interested in, because this one I feel like it's it's taking my time, and I'm not interested in adding any new update to it. But you know what? Almost the same time, I guess maybe it happened within a week or two, while I was thinking about whether to sell my game or not, I get an offer from publishers. A couple of publishers contacted me, and they were willing to publish my game under their accounts. And one of them was from China, and because it's so difficult to get to Chinese market, I decided why not? I can try. And also I never worked with publishers, so maybe it's a good idea just to try it in terms of just to get maybe some experience of how is it working with publisher. So I actually decided that I'm going to try to go with the publisher, with the Chinese one, and if it doesn't work, I can always sell the game. So, and more or less the same time, I got another publisher that contacted me, and they wanted to publish the game all around the world except China now. So, and I actually decided to go with them as well. So right now, both of my games, Ailment and Endurance, under publishing. It just takes so much time, unfortunately. But anyway, if it doesn't work, I guess I'm gonna sell them just because I will be able to create new games. The tricky part with publishers is actually, for example, the Chinese one, it takes already, I think it's the 4th or 5th month since they've started publishing the game, and it's just very, very slow legal process. And also it just takes, I guess there are some other difficulties. So it just takes ages to publish the game, and all this time I'm basically getting zero revenue from the game, which is sad. And you know what? I don't have any kind of high expectations that my game is going to be popular in China or it's gonna get huge revenue. I just wanted to try publishing as experience, you know? And more or less the same thing happens with the other publisher that's going to publish the game for the rest of the world except China. It just takes so much time. It's been already, I'd say, 2 months, I think, or 3 months. And it's just super slow. And I don't think it's gonna get huge revenue either. But I'm still keen to sell my games if the publisher deals won't work out well. And you know what? The good part is actually I still have the contacts of those people who contacted me asking to sell my game. And they always look for some games to buy. It came to my mind that actually some of you might be interested in sell your games as well. So guys, if you're willing to do it, if you think that you're tired of your old games and you would like to get some money out of them and you want to sell them, you can reach me out via email and we can discuss it further. So maybe it's gonna help you out, I don't know. But that's what I'm actually thinking to do with my games with Ailment and Endurance. Alright guys, so this is basically it, and I wanted to share my story with you. And if you have any questions, just write them in the comments down below and we can discuss it there as well. So yeah, have a good one and see you in the next video. And also let me know what you want me to talk about in my next video. So